Good morning, everyone. Today we are discussing the exercise of 1.2, that is from the integer chapter, multiplication of integers. So we already did the first exercises, and then the next one is for the multiplication of integers. Now the first question, fill in the blanks using properties of integers. We all know that the properties of integers, right? Now, the identity for multiplication of integers is, that is how we do the multiplication of integers. That is when we multiply one integer with a with a number, we get that number itself, then we says that it is identity. That is, when we multiply by 1, we get the same number, right? So which is the identity for multiplication of integer? That is 1 only. Now the next one, 154 into 0, that is, we all know that a number into any number into 0 is 0, right? The product of any integer and 0 is 0. Now the next one, 452 into 1, that is any number into 1 is equal to that number itself, right? So it will be 452. Then next one, 23 into minus 34 equal to dash into 23. How we do? This is commutative property, right? A into B equal to B into A. So we have to write here minus 34. Why? This is A and this is B. A into B equal to B into A. So in the place of B, it is minus 34. So we write it. Now the next question, find each of the following products. How we do? Minus 12 into 7. In any of the integer multiplication, we have to do the number multiplication first, and then we have to find the sign. Here 1 is positive, 1 is negative and 1 is positive. So the answer will be negative. If 1 is positive and 1 is negative, the answer will be negative. Then if both are positive, the answer will be positive only. If both are negative, answer will be positive only. This you have to write it down. Now the question is minus 12 into 7. So 1 is negative and 1 is positive. So the answer will be negative only. Then 12 into 7, that is 84, right? 2 sevens are 14, 1 sevens are 7, plus 1, 8. So it will be minus 84. Next question, 22 into minus 33. How to do? One is positive and one is negative. So the answer will be negative only, right? So 22 into 33. 22 into 33. So it will be 6666, right? So it will be 726. So my negative 726. Now next one is 43 into minus 17. One is positive and one is negative. So the answer will be negative. Then 43 into 17. How to do? 43 into 17. Or you have to do 43 into 10 plus 7, right? So it will be 430 plus 7 threes are 21, 2, 4 sevens are 28 plus 2, 30, 301. So it will be 3, 7, 731, right? So which is the answer? Negative 731, 731. Now the next question is minus 56 into minus 9. That is, the first one is negative and the second one is also negative. That is, both are negative, right? So the answer will be positive. So 56 into 9. Simply you have to write 56 into 9. That is 9 6 are 54, 5 9s are 45, plus 5 50. So 504. So it is positive only. So you have to write simply 504. No sign here. That is, if no sign is written, it is positive only. Now, next question, minus 15 into minus 38. So, we both are negative. So, the answer will be positive. So, you have to write simply 15 into 38. So, how to do fast? 38 into 10 plus 5, right? So, it will be 380 plus 8 5s are 44, 3 5s are 15 plus 4 19, then 0 8 plus 9 17 1 5, right? So it will be 570. Answer is 570. Positive only. So you have to write simply 570. Now next one is negative and another is positive. So the answer will be negative only. So it will be negative 65 into 85. 65 into 85. You have to do it and comment it. The answer. Now the next also you have to do. We already know that 64 into 12, that is both are positive, right? So we have simply write the answer. Then next one is 11 into minus 78, right? So 11 into minus 78 is a negative. One is positive and one is negative. So the answer will be negative only. You have to comment all these three. Now, next question. Find the following product using patterns. Starting from minus 3 into 6, find minus 3 into minus 6. So, first one is minus 3 into 6, right? We have to find out minus 3 into minus 6. Till this we have to do. Minus 3 into 6 is equal to 3 6 are 18. Then minus, right? Minus 18. Then next one is minus 3 into 5. How we do? Minus 3 into 5 is minus 15. Now minus 3 into 4. That is minus 12. Minus 3 into 3, that is minus 9. How we do this? That is, this is reducing, right? 6 5 4 3. Now next one is 2, then 1. Like that you have to do. And till which one? That is negative 6 only. So minus 3 into 0, minus 3 into minus 1, minus 3 into minus 2, minus 3 into minus 3, minus 3 into minus 4, minus 3 into minus 5, minus 3 into minus 6. Till this you have to do. Minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. How we do? Minus 18. Minus 18, from that we have to add 3. Then we get minus 15. Then we have to add 3. Then we get the next one, minus 12. Then we have to add plus 3. Then it is minus 9. Then minus 6. So which will be the next one? Minus 6 plus 3, that is minus 3. Then minus 3 plus 3, that is 0. Then next one, 0 plus 3, that is 3. Then 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. Then 9 plus 3, 12. 12 plus 3, 15. Then 15 plus 3, 18. So you got minus 3 into minus 6 is 18 only. That is, one is both are negative. So the answer is positive. Now, the next one you have to do it yourselves. That is, from this minus 2 into minus 4, we want to we want 2 into minus 4, right? So here minus 4 is same, right? We have to do from minus 2 to 2. That is, from minus 2, the next one is minus 1 into minus 4. Then 0 into minus 4. Then 1 into minus 4. Then 2 into minus 4. So we get minus 2 into minus 4 is both are negative, so it will be positive, so 8. Then we have to reduce that one, that is 8. Here we have to subtract 4, right? 8 minus 4 is 4, right? Then 4 minus 4 is 0. 0 minus 4 is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 4 is minus 8, right? Now, the next question is, find each of the following product minus 9, negative 9, that is minus 9. We know that, right? Negative 9 into 7 into 3. So, in this case, we have to write the 9 into 7 into 3 first. 7 3s are 21. 21 into 9, right? 9, 2 9s are 18. So, 189. So, which is the sign here? This is one is negative. The another one is positive. So, the product is negative only. Then, next one, negative into positive, right? So, it will be negative only. So, the answer will be minus negative 189. Negative 189. Now, the next question is, 1 is positive, this is positive, this is negative, this is negative, right? Negative into negative is positive, positive into positive is positive. So, the answer will be positive only. 11 into 10, 110. 110 into 1, that is 110, right? So, it will be positive only. Now, this one, positive into positive, that is positive. Then positive into negative, that is negative. So, the answer will be negative. Then 22 into 9. 2 nines are 18, 1, 2 nines are 18 plus 1, 90 into 6, right? 8 6 are 48. 4, 9 6 are 54. 54 plus 4, 58. 5, 1 6 are 6. 6 plus 5, 11. So, the answer will be, so the answer will be 1188. Now, the next question. 50 into minus 3 into minus 8. So, the first one is positive and the second one is negative and the third one is positive. So, positive into negative is negative, negative into positive is negative, right? So, the answer will be negative only. 50 into 3, 150. 150 into 8. So, 0, 8 5s are 40, 4, 1 8s are 8, 8 plus 4, 12. So, the answer will be 1200. So, negative 1200. Now, the next question is, verify the following. Minus 45 into 14 equal to 14 into minus 45. That is, this is commutative law, right? So, commutative law holds for the multiplication of integers, right? So, this is equal only. You have to do it 45 into 14 and a negative sign. Then here 14 into 45 is also negative, right? So this is same. You have to verify. Now next one is this one, A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. That is distributive property over addition, right? So it holds the distributive law over addition. So you have to do this. So in this 100 plus 4, 104 minus 52 into 104 you have to do. And here also minus 52 into 100, that is minus 5200 plus minus 52 into 4. 2 fours are 8, 4 fives are 20. So you have to add this and you get the answer of this only. So the next two question you have to do it yourselves. Then next one is determine the integer whose product with minus 1 is. So 56 into minus 1. 1 is negative and 1 is positive, right? So the answer will be negative only. Then 56 into 1, 56 only. So the answer will be minus 56. So if we do into minus 1, then we get the opposite sign, right? So here minus 14 into minus 1. So negative into negative, that is positive. Then 14 into 1, 14. So the answer will be simply 14. Now the next question is 19 into minus 1. 1 is positive and 1 is negative. So the answer will be negative only. So 19 into 1, 19. So which is the answer? Minus 19 only. So we finish the second exercise. Thank you for watching.